So back with the 07 Envoy with the line 6. A few things I didn't cover in the rest of the video were the part numbers for the generator battery control module. This is the old part number. GM decided to change that number for whatever reason, but here's that other part number right there. So this is the new one. Exactly the same, yes, different part number. Another thing that I did not really cover much in the rest of the video is added this prefix to go over the fact that there's two clips like this. You can use a flat head just to pop that part up, and then this will pop open. There's two. This one here, where the negative terminal goes into, and then obviously the loom. There's a second one right over here, where my hand is, right about there. I don't know if it can be seen clearly. It's this one over here, not that one. This one over here. Yeah. And then for the actual clip onto the part, you have this little clip there as well. These are found all over the electrical cables, but pretty much pop that centerpiece down and then push it off, and then that will allow you to actually. Okay, for an 07 GM Envoy with the line 6 engine, gonna be removing the generator battery control module. Won't go through the negative terminals. The opening's too narrow. So remove the first ground right there next to the fuse box. Then that has another ground that is easier to access from the wheel well. It's gonna be right where my hand is, right about here, where my finger is moving. Right there, takes 10mm. That's the bolt right there, it's tiny. And then there's the third one on the actual main engine block. Okay, so for lockout tools, jacks, and etc., ended up cutting the terminal off so that this could slide off of the negative terminal, just like that. And probably gonna end up getting a universal one. Just slide that on, bolt it on. Okay, so I put the new part on. A couple things to note when putting the part on. Obviously I did it the lazy way, cutting the terminal off, but just make sure that when you're sliding it on that the connector is going to be on the left side, the closed circle is going to be on the right. It goes just like that. That way it can actually connect to the connector, and that's how it was originally anyways. As far as if you do it the lazy way out like I did, got a universal connector, sort of like to replace the one that I cut off. And then, yeah, so I'll be putting this one on afterwards. The zip ties are going to be helping so that this doesn't move once it's all put back together. That way it gives you a steady, I guess, communication to the rest of the computers on the car, so it doesn't throw anything off. Yeah, no. So I'll see y'all when I put it back together. Alright, so that part was finally installed. Added the clip back on again. I think I covered that at the beginning, if I stitched the videos correctly, but to get it off, there's like a little push tab in the middle, and it becomes easy to remove. You can probably just flick it off. But for the rest of it, the universal was pretty much the same, 8mm there to tighten it onto the actual battery terminal, 10mm there, but not a big issue. Yeah, no. Rest of the procedure was pretty much the same. 10 mils to remove this bar, 13 mil to loosen the battery to remove it, just to give you a little bit more wiggle room when you're replacing this. Zip ties again, so that doesn't shift with all the vibrations to be expected in the vehicle. So yeah, that was it.